My TV is dead. Well, not really actually. I was using a 43-inch 1080p TN panel TV for a very long time, and this thing came, so I immediately switched out that traditional TV to a projector. And oh boy, let me tell you my experience in this video today. So this is the Epson EpiqVision Mini EP12 laser projection TV. It is a rather weird kind of projector because on Epson's website, this tiny little projector here aims to be multiple different things at once. So it's meant for if you want to use it in the office for your meetings, if you want home entertainment, if you want to use it as a Bluetooth speaker, all of those things are combined into just one little tiny cube. Should I even call it a cube? No, it's not really cube, but a cuboid. And this projector is also expensive because it is priced at 4,999 ringgit, which is at about 1,250 US dollars, something like that. And it took us 6 months to get around to review this projector here because of one particularly big reason, and that is the chip shortage. Well, actually, I started using this at the end of May of this year, and because of the chip shortage, this projector was just announced, but it was not available for you to purchase for 6 months. So the Epson EpiqVision Mini EF-12, as the name suggests, a mini projector, and it weighs in at only like about 2 kilograms, so you kind of know how dense this little cube is. There's just one tiny little fit at the front here to adjust the angle of the projector, and that's about it. It also uses laser projection with individual RGB liquid crystal projection systems so that it can be really bright, and it also has vivid colors for all the 3 primary colors. The supremely bright laser diode that is used in this projector is rated for 20,000 hours. And this projector in its spec sheet is rated for 1080p 60Hz, but when we plug in our laptop, it kind of shows us 4K 60Hz is also accepted. So I'm not sure what's going on, but when it comes to projectors, the resolution is a bit not as straightforward as what I say. And oh, I should also mention that the Epson EpiqVision Mini EF-12 projector that we have here is not a short throw projector. So if you want to get like, let's just say a screen with 100 inches in diagonal measurement, you will have to place it like about 3 meters away from the screen itself. But Epson does have a little applet that you can play around with to kind of know what kind of distance you need to project whatever size of screen you want. This applet is free for you to download, so head into the link in the description below to play around with the settings to kind of know what space you need to allocate for your room to project. And for my case, since I yeeted out a traditional TV in favor of a projector, this projector is kind of retrofitted into this setup. So as you can see here, my speaker, HDMI cable and whatnot is connected to the projector, which is in the middle of the room, and I have to connect it to my home theater speaker system, which is across the entire room. So as you can see here, the cables are hidden under the carpet, so it's kind of like a little speed bump over there. And while we're at that, let's talk about the ports. So this projector here comes with a USB Type A port and then another USB Type B port. This USB Type B port is officially rated only for firmware updates, so I kind of think that we can safely ignore the existence of this port. And then there are 2 more HDMI ports that supports HDCP 2.3 so that you can play your Netflix and Disney Plus and whatnot through an external device. And one more thing to mention is the 3.5mm headphone jack. I gotta say though, I'm quite disappointed since it doesn't support eARC, which is like the current latest best standard if you want to go for surround sound and whatnot. But then again, I don't see a way of connecting this projector into a surround sound system via eARC easily, unless you have a room dedicated for all those cabling and whatnot. But yeah, I still wish that there is eARC for this projector. And the USB port is also severely limited by Android TV's OS because it only supports FAT32 file formats. So any file sizes, for example, if you just want to play a video that is larger than 4 gigs in size and you want to play it via this USB stick, then it's impossible because this TV doesn't support EXFAT. Okay, enough about that. How is it like to actually use the Epson EpiqVision Mini EF-12 laser projection TV? It's actually surprisingly good. When I unboxed it, the projector shot a laser grid on the wall to calibrate itself since it also has a camera inside. I didn't have to do much since it already auto-leveled itself, and it also autofocuses itself so it can provide the sharpest image possible. Although this auto-calibration is not perfect, as I still had to go into the settings menu to fine-tune some of the cornerstones, but that's a really minor adjustment. And since it's using Android TV operating system, I logged in into my Google account and everything ran properly. The projection is fantastic and I find myself watching a lot of shows on this projector, mainly animated shows because of its vivid colors, and it looks absolutely mesmerizing. And did you watch those YouTube videos where some dude is walking around those tourist attraction towns and cities with a camera on their head? Those kind of videos actually look amazingly realistic through this projector. It is as though I am literally walking on that part of town myself. However, gaming on this projector is definitely out of the question because of all the delay that a projector has. I mean, there's no game mode or whatever on this projector, so there's just no way around it. Oh, one more thing that I should mention is that this projector here comes with built-in speakers that are made by Yamaha. And I gotta say though, for a tiny little cuboid projector like this, there are a lot of tech packed inside. The speakers sound amazing, so have a listen. And like we mentioned earlier, this projector can also be used as a Bluetooth speaker, so you can just press one button either on the projector itself or on the remote control to turn off the diode entirely so that it will still play your music without having the screen turned on. However, there are some growing pains in terms of using this projector for media consumption. For example, Netflix. Because this projector here is not certified for Netflix, hence that is why in the Google Play Store, Netflix is not available for installation. But can I sideload it? Yeah, I can, but I have to go through a big loop just to do so. I had to install apps like Sideload Launcher, Explore File Manager, and even APK Mirror just to download Netflix and then install it. And after I've done all of that, does Netflix run? Yeah, it does. It's just a shame that since Netflix is not officially supported by this projector here, each time I want to update the Netflix app, I have to go through all of those hassle again. And then the second growing pain point that I have here is quite a nitpicky one, which is the firmware update side. Actually, firmware updates, because there are a total of 3 parts that you need to update for this projector. So the first firmware update is for the Android TV OS, which is expected. The second one is for this projector itself. The third one, I think, is for the laser diode. I don't know what's that for because it doesn't state anything, but it appears as a firmware updater utility in this projector. And one more thing that I want to highlight here is the fan noise level. Because as you can see here, the projector is running beside me. The fan is just here, by the way. And I can barely hear it. I mean, in this kind of quiet environment, of course, if I pay attention to the projector, I can hear the fan. But if I'm watching videos or whatsoever, then the fan is barely noticeable, I'd say. There's also an air filter inside this projector here that we do need to change or at least clean out from time to time, but so far I have not taken it out yet and it still performs fine. Finally, for the price of 4,999 ringgit, yes, I think this is a hefty price to pay for a projector like this, but you do get all of the premium light laser projection bright colors, vivid image, and all of those good stuff, including a very good speaker with Android TV OS, all built into this tiny little cuboid. However, like what we mentioned, the growing pains are there. Number one is no Netflix support. Number two is no XFAT support. And the third one is that this projector is just not capable of gaming because of all the delay it has. But as a home movie projector theater kind of situation going on, I would say, yeah, this projector is fantastic. I mean, at first I was considering of getting a TV, but ever since this projector came, I just left that idea out the door. And so far, I've been quite content with this projector here. So yeah, if you have any questions, leave them down in the comments section below. We'll try to answer them the best we can, but don't ask me about color accuracy because I don't know how to hook up our colorimeter with a projector. And yeah, we'll see you guys in the next video.